Welcome back to the show, guys. Today, got the return of Trey. We also got a guest. Trey, you want to do the honors?
Got, my dog, the micro penis man.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
I'll take it.
I thought that's why I was like, it's hard to fall back on.
All right.
And then I'm Trey, the taxidermy jackoff stand.
Very sexual. Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then to the middle of us, we have nothing sexual, but all muscle, all anger.
Oh, anger.
Not anger. I mean, he seems pretty happy, but I imagine it snaps in the ring. Michael, Honduran Warrior Martinez. I got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you for you guys for having me. It means a lot knowing that there's people out there that want to interview me and want to know a little bit more about me. So I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome, bro. I've seen you fight. I've
Thank
seen
you.
you fight already twice, if I remember correctly. Maybe more. And I just didn't before I knew who you were. The first time I remember seeing you fight was when you fought Chris Wadwa. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He gave me your name. He's my homie, and so I took notes. I was like, actually, Chris Wadwa spoke very highly of you, dude.
Yeah. It was a good fight, to be honest. We weren't gonna take that fight just because we had respect for him. But once we talked to IFS and everything, they're like, "Hey, do you want to get down with him?" And I had the mentality, I want to be the best. I want to fight whoever has the title, whoever has the bigger name.
Yeah.
And I told my coach, I want to fight Chris. He's the one that has the opportunity to get that that trophy. I wanted a little piece of it, and they just got in contact, and then they're like, yeah, let's do it. So that pretty much hyped me up. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fight coach. I'm gonna fight someone that's really good. And yeah, once that fight pretty much happened, or once it started, I was just pretty confident in what I was doing. There was no animosity against each other. We just want to fight, to prove who's the best. And then I just came out better that day.
Yeah, I got love for Chris Wadwa, dude. He's a homie, dude. He's a friend of the pod. He's been on more than once. I've trained at a. He's a warrior, bro. Honestly, he's the type of dude where he'll pick a fight with his homie and he'll deal with it. He's not going to be. He doesn't
sure.
have no hard feelings about it.
Yeah.
As long as it's all done within respect. If you're out there running your mouth.
Yeah. Because after the fight, we're like, good job, bro. Respect. There's like I said, there's no animosity. There's no hate against each other, and especially in this game, you shouldn't have any hate. Shouldn't make enemies. At the end of the day, you are gonna hate each other, in the ring, just because you are throwing blows to each other. But in the end, it's all about your health. So in the end, you just give each other, your dabs, your respect, and then go on your both ways.
Yeah, that's what I love about the sport, dude. And a little bit more about Mike. He's mostly an MMA fighter, but he has fought in Muay Thai, and he's done that. Well, if you want to count the that thing, he did Muay Thai boxing, and it was combat jits, right? Was it combat?
Yeah, it was combat jiu-jitsu. So it was a triple threat, right?
Yeah.
First boxing, second was Muay Thai kickboxing, and then the third round was combat jiu-jitsu, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got experience for the pillars of MMA. He's Honduran, right? And on his page, he puts that he's gonna be the first Honduran champ, right?
Yes, sir.
Fucking get it, dog.
Yeah. I always tell people yo, I'm gonna be the first one.
Yeah.
I'm confident just because I have God on my side and I got my coach on my side, Landeros M.M.A. I believe in my skills. I just study the game. I've studied it. I've literally any fight that's literally involves MMA. I'm watching. It doesn't matter if it's spar start. It doesn't matter if it's up next. It doesn't matter if cage combat. It doesn't matter if it's the UFC, PFL. I'm literally watching everyone, anyone at any weight class, any gender. I'm watching.
Any gender,
I'm literally watching everything. Yeah, everything.
They're the best.
It's funny because I've actually seen midgets fight, which is it's actually interesting,
Like in life, you at the bar and saw midgets fight.
No.
Like a professional fight.
Yeah, professional. Do this. Actually, get down.
Have you seen what's that page? Fight Circus.
I think I have. Actually,
that's the one I'm talking
Dude,
about.
yeah.
It's the big ass dude who runs the whole thing. He fights the two midgets.
Yeah.
Then they have the amputee fight or something like that.
They
too.
had some, Then they had the people fight with the shirts.
How do they?
Rampage did that, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
They just had what was his name? Matt Brown. He just fought Blob Tang.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Matt Brown. He's a savage UFC fighter. I don't know if you probably should. You know Matt Brown, right or not?
For the name.
Yeah, I think what my favorite fight, I think it was against Diego Sanchez was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you saw where he like had Diego
Belt.
on the yeah, there you go, the elbow.
Dude.
The elbow. I was like, holy
splits him wide open, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
splits
I
him and
remember
like
that.
just knocks him out. I
Lights
was like,
out, bro.
Yeah.
That was bad though because that was when Diego Sanchez was training with what was that guy's name? That that guru.
I forgot.
Guru?
He was like a yoga guru that
I know what you're talking about. I forgot.
like brainwashed him into thinking he was a real fighter. He was giving him his like fight purse and
yeah.
dude, he gave this fight guru control. He had like an OnlyFans page, not like for like or anything. I think it was like training videos or something.
Yeah.
But he
sure,
gave
whatever.
the dude control of his OnlyFans account, so he was taking all of his money from that. It was crazy.
Man.
And like people like Dana White were telling Diego Sanchez like, bro, you got to drop this fool. And Diego Sanchez was like, that was like his ride or die or
Yeah.
something. It was a whole ordeal, dude. Dude, do you remember? Did you see the video when Diego was like doing the sit-ups and then he was like shadow and then he had the guru dude with him and he was like talking about his next fight. I was like, what's going on here, bro?
There's a lot of shit that happens, you know.
How that fool fell off? From the
Well,
guru?
that he had like 6 fights with that dude and all. I think he lost all of them. I think, right?
Yeah,
They're
I think
really
so,
bad
somewhere
fights.
around there. Yeah,
6 in a row, or just in general?
No, they were all losses. I don't know. He might have won 1 or 2, but
he probably, you know, he probably one or two, you know, but
it was bad, dude.
yeah,
It's worse than you know how Mike Perry had his girlfriend coach him.
that's pretty badass. I like that. Yeah,
That was worse than that situation, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks, you know, like knowing
What was his
that
name,
you're gonna
dude?
go fight and then your team's not there,
Yeah.
and you tell your girl like, "Yo, you know, corner me," and then your girl probably
Nah.
doesn't know what
Uh-uh.
to do, you know. But I just hope she would be like, "All right, you go in there and just fuck him up," you know.
Yeah.
Win.
Try to motivate.
Just win.
But I think she did a better job than that other dude.
Yeah, 100%,
What was that? I
100%.
can't remember his name, bro. This is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I think I got this.
But Diego Sanchez, yoga
That's what I was gonna do.
coach or something.
Fight guru.
He has
Fight
before
guru.
he met Diego Sanchez, he had like these like DVDs that were like yoga type
Joshua
brainwashing,
Fabia?
like Joshua Fabia. God,
Damn.
Josh, I need to get that fool on the pod, bro. It'd be
Damn.
such a great interview.
I mean, you think he would?
No, dude, he's disappeared, dude. People hate him. People have threatened to kill him.
People
dude.
hate him. He's a
yeah,
he's a
People hate him.
personal trainer. They look gay as a $2 bill together. I tell you that much.
1,000%. Yeah, there's some weird.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. JF nobody.
Yeah, well, we can go in on that. We could have a whole pod where we just talk about that.
Oh wow, what the?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
he likes crystals.
yeah,
Damn.
definitely. Yeah. So, Mike, bro, you're 22 years old.
Yeah.
How long have you been training for, man?
To be honest, I've been training just over 2 years. 2 years already. The first year I pretty much just dedicated just on BJJ, just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was training under his name is Anthony Aguilera. I was training under Anthony Aguilera in the UFC gym for about a year and a half, I believe so. And then after that, I moved to Tilly's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And in there, my coach Thomas Landero, he was training the Muay Thai, the kickboxing classes. And then once I saw that, I took my first class from him. I saw his striking was really good. So once I did my first class with him, I told him like, hey, I want to keep on training, you know. And after that, I just kept on training kickboxing because I already knew my jiu-jitsu was already good, you know, it was on point. It wasn't, you know, like the best to beat the best, you know, but it was good where
Good for MMA.
yeah, it's good for MMA, and I could hang with, you know, the brown belts, the blue belts, the purple belts. So once I did that, you know, I just I had to feel confident, you know, because you can be on the ground, you know, and you know, and wrestle with someone, but when someone punches you in the face, what are you gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
just like Mike Tyson has that saying, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face.
Yeah.
And that's what pretty much happens when you get in a fight. You know, you get punched and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do now? You know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to be confident in that, you know, like if when someone punched me in the face, I wouldn't back down like a bitch, you know. I wanted to be like right up in your face. So once I got pretty confident up, I told my coach, yo, let's get a kickboxing, you know, fight. I want to get a Muay Thai fight in. It went pretty good. First one, I was beating the guy everywhere. But I do remember there's a moment in the fight where I like did like a push kick. I did push kick, and I send the motherfucker flying off the mat. I was like, holy shit! I
The
went
push
like,
kick with the rear or the front?
this
like,
right here, yeah,
like
push kick, boom, and then I send him
Those are the
flying.
best, yeah.
It goes like far, and I'm like, yeah, you know,
Good feeling, right?
yeah, it's fucking awesome. And then just like everyone just like cheering at, cheering with you, just just cheering at you when you like land that. It's just like the awesome feeling, you know.
Yeah.
It's like same thing like when you're fighting, you like piecing someone up, and everyone's like, holy shit. It just fires you up to do even more, you know.
Yeah.
What is it? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Same moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
For real.
Dude, I love jitsu, dude. I respect it, but nothing beats just punching someone in the face.
Yeah,
kicking them in
100%.
the fucking ribs or something. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
that feeling is just so primal, dude. You know.
Yeah, I was telling my coach even after my last fight, right? It was my first time. So I've taken people down, you know, but it's my first time actually like taking someone down and like literally controlling them on the top. That's what happened in my last fight in the third round. Took him down, control on top, and just ground and pound. And for like in the last 10 seconds, the ref was like, "Hey, 10 seconds," and then I just went everything, and it just felt good. I told him like, "Yo, coach, this was awesome,"
Yeah.
just going on, just being on top of like the guy and just like raining down, punches. It feels awesome.
Yeah.
The hammer of God.
So do you still train at Tillis, or are you just strictly Landeros now?
Strictly Landeros MMA. Yeah, strictly Landeros.
Okay, yeah, I know some people from Tillis. Well, I guess that's where you met Dre then, huh, Rambo?
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
I heard he's really good with the jits, dude. People
Yeah,
always tell me.
To be honest, I've seen him a couple times, but I never really saw him roll. It would have been awesome to roll with him. But yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I got a couple friends that train at Tillis. One of a really good homie of mine is Pena. You know Chris Pena?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know Chris. Yeah,
that's my boy, bro. He started at Spider when it first started, dude.
Yeah,
like a long 2007. Even before Frankie started Spider, Chris was his first guy. They were training at Ghazi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've seen Chris. I saw his last fight too. He was doing good until I thought he actually won.
I thought he won too, and I know it sounds cliche. You see your friends lose, and you're like, I thought he won, but I really think he won.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I saw like clean ass combo. I saw him; he was piecing him up.
Pressure too. He had more pressure on that.
Yeah,
guy.
more pressure, and I felt like the guy didn't like he kept on what can I say, like shelling up a bit, like he didn't want to like fight. But
hesitant.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I saw like where Chris was pressuring, like I was just like this, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Just waiting, basically.
I mean, if that already, he should win the round just for that.
Yeah, but it is what it is, you just gotta come back and get stronger.
Did you see it live? Were you there?
No, I didn't see it live. I couldn't. I watched it the next day.
I didn't see it live, so I'm wondering if there's something I missed or something. But yeah, I thought he was winning. Do you know if it was a unanimous decision or if it was a split?
I think it was probably a split. I wasn't too sure.
Okay.
It'll be a disgrace if it was unanimous.
Yeah,
because I was like, bro, there's no way,
Dude, I want to get into judging just to fucking get better results, dude. I feel like I hate some of these judges. Yeah, Pena, bro, is a very good homie of mine. I want to have him back on. He was on the earth like when I first started, but I want to have him on again.
Oh, for sure.
I got better gear now,
Yeah, 100%.
And he has a sick story, bro. Pena, he's a dog, dude.
How did he get in, or how did he get in?
Oh, so he started with Ghazi, dude. I don't know if you know Ghazi.
I don't think so. No.
Dude, it's a hardcore gym, dude. Like that's the type of gym where like they expected you to like knock out your training partner. Shit. Yeah.
Shit, really?
Yeah. So back when he first started fighting, dude, it was like there was barely any rules, dude. It was some savage stuff, dude. He told me one of his fights. I think this is the reason why our episode got shadow banned. I don't even know if I should repeat it because I'm gonna shadow ban it again, bro. But he basically was talking about how they did it outside in the summer heat and the canvas was like melting.
And
I can you just had to deal with, bro.
Yeah,
like 3rd-degree burns by the end of it or something.
Yeah, we said people were literally getting taken out on stretcher.
Damn,
the burns were that bad.
That's
yeah.
You couldn't even run. I mean, a dude like that, he'll just chase you.
Yeah.
And like throw you on.
What
the
are you gonna do? Like on the floor and then you get your back for it or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he came from a tough time, dude, and like Ghazi was a tough gym, dude. Like I remember he was telling me how one time he lost a fight and Ghazi like made him feel like about it. He like
left too.
Basically, he left before they announced the fight, right after they called it. You know, which already sucks, bro. You just lost, your coach is gone. But then he gets to the gym and Ghazi just basically the next day, dude. Yeah. So.
After he was already fucking destroyed from fighting the day before.
Yeah, I think that was the day that Pena finally was like,
Yeah,
It's not.
that sucks. Yeah,
But at the end of the day, Ghazi's work speaks for itself because he had a lot of good fighters too. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, some methods work for others. Some not all the methods work for this everyone. You
No,
know,
1,000%. That's why you got to find a gym that works for you, dude. You know what I mean? If you, I always tell,
100%.
yeah,
100%.
I always tell people that when they try training, if they don't like it, I'm just like, are you sure you didn't like training or just the gym? You know, try another gym out. Maybe you'll find something that fits you better. You know?
Yeah, I like to tell people like, yo, like when you go to a gym, just look at the if you're really just going in there for like say, how can I say? I just had it in my mind, I forgot it.
Yeah, one of us.
One
One of us. Yeah,
One of us.
we do that shit all the time, bro.
Yeah, what I tell people is like, bro, if you're gonna, because one of my friends literally asked me at work like, hey, how do I find a good gym, right? And I told them like, hey, look at what type of fighters they have, you know. Look what type of fighters they have. If they have champs, if they don't have champs, you know. Look at the type of styles they have as well. You know, every gym has a different style of fighting. You know, and then look at the coach. See how he talks to the students. See how he trains them. See pretty much everything. Because my coach, he's a little he's different from everyone else. You know, how I picked him was that for my fights, for my first fight, he was there telling me like, hey bro, you're supposed to cut this much weight, let me know where you want to cut the weight, we can go to the UFC gym, we can go to Gold's gym to cut the weight, he was there.
Yeah, the access.
He was there literally throughout the whole process. He was there cutting weight with me. Not many coaches are even doing that, they'll just be outside the sauna and be like, hey bro, you made the weight, you're good in that. No, my coach was in literally right next to me, cutting the weight with me. He went to the weigh-ins with me. He was literally giving me, lessons, in the gym and outside the gym, life lessons. And that what pretty much means a lot to me, because I'm growing as a man inside the gym, and as a man outside the gym,
Yeah.
So, and he's, he's much older than me. So whatever I get, knowledge from him, any lessons, it just builds me as a better person. I just tell people, look at the coach, look at the style of fighting, look at the
Achievements.
Yeah, pretty much look at everything what the gym has to offer, and then you'll make up your mind, this for me or this not for me. Then just take a class for them, take the first class.
Yeah.
And then if that's for you, do it. And then if that's not for you, keep on looking until you find the right one.
Yeah. No, that's important. I think those three things are really what. If you ask yourself what you're looking to get out of it, then you're gonna find one of those three things you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Do like, because if some people don't want to be a champion, so maybe you don't have to
100%.
find a gym that has the best champions, right? Maybe you're just looking to get in shape, right?
100%.
Find a coach that maybe is good at like communicating, stuff like that. Maybe you don't even care about the style. You just need a good coach,
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, no, I agree with that 1,000%, dude. And like, man, I've been to some gyms that are rough,
Yeah.
I've been to some gyms where they're just a fighter's gym. I like that for them. That's not for me.
Yeah, 100%.
I like to get high before class and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be cool about it. There's some gyms where I'm smoking in the parking lot. They're already like, don't even come in.
For sure,
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
For real?
Yeah, there's some gyms that they're just like, they don't
Yeah.
want that at their gym or whatever for whatever reason.
For some weed?
They just, well, I mean, part of it is also it's a business, right? You got,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, then there's some gyms like, you're like cool and everything. They're like, hey, yo, bro, you down to smoke? Right after you got beat up, you're like, let's go hit a blunt. And you're like,
Shout out,
okay.
West Coast Athletics, bro. Chris Waddle, bro. Let's do some hard sparring and go smoke and drink right after.
Little medicine.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, I love West Coast Athletics, bro. I support that gym 1,000%, dude.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, have you ever trained at West Coast?
Oh, no. Chris has been telling me to, go train over there, pull up. But I just been pretty much a little bit busy,
Yeah. It's hard to get going away from your gym, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I get it. Dude, I get invited to a lot of different gyms because I interview fighters and coaches and they want me to train with them. And I do want to go, but then it's also like, dude, I like
cheating.
And no, it's not that, but it's like I got to go to Spider to do stuff. Like usually I open up there and I have people, if someone's fighting, I'm helping them out or whatever. So I feel kind of like obligated to. Yeah. Like right now I'm training this. He's gonna have his third fight. It's gonna be a PKB.
Okay.
If you're watching, dude, this kid is the hardest kid to ever train, dude. He's such a complainer, dude.
Oh, for real?
I told him to do something and he just whines about it. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna do it or don't do it. Like, don't tell me you want to fight if you're not gonna do it, bro.
Like how does he want whine? Is it like more of like
like
fuck, do I have to do this? Or does he start like, but does Woody work
Like-
in a fight? Or
like that, like he comes in, bro. Like his cardio was ass, right? And he's already had 2 fights before our gym, so I think in his head he's like, I've already fought, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look, you're at our gym now, so
Yeah.
there's a standard we have to uphold. If you're gonna fight, your cardio has to be at a certain. He's got very good technique. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but his cardio isn't there and his aggression isn't there.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
And especially for PKBs, the technique doesn't matter. I'm just gonna be honest
Yeah.
with it. It's mostly aggression and cardio.
Yeah, 100%. And
Go squeating to the fences, bro. You got 2 minutes to work, and you got all
it
this
goes
gear.
by quick.
They're
Those 2 minutes
swinging
go
for the
by quick.
fences, dude.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, you got really good technique. You've been training for a minute. It's really pretty Muay Thai. I like
Yeah.
that. We got to get you aggressive, and we got to get better cardio. You have to run, right? I need you to run before class. As soon as you're done running, meet me in the ring, and we're sparring until class starts, right?
For sure.
He does his runs, comes back, and I'm like, all right, where's your gear? All right, time to go get beat up. Just that attitude. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You should be like, all right, today I'm gonna tag Mo. I'm gonna kick Mo in the face today.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm gonna fuck him up.
You know
Or
what I mean?
if I'm gonna get fucked up,
I'll get something off on him.
Yeah,
That's
there
how
you
I
go.
was broke. Pena, he was the one that for all my first fights, Pena was there, bro. That was when he was still going to Spider a lot. This before he opened up. Before he was at a different. I hit it right. He was at his nice catch. You got that on camera, dude. But yeah, he was he was renting out space at a karate gym, so he had more time to go to Spider, right? Bro, he would just beat the shit out of me every single day, bro. Like to a pulp. I have videos of me wanting to give up.
Oh,
People would not let me, bro. Like I would literally he'll liver shot me, and I'm going down, and then Frankie's yelling at me to get up, and then Chris just picks me back up.
Oh
And
man.
beats me up again. Anyways, you know what I mean? And I never saw it as like, oh, I have to go get beat up again.
Yeah.
I saw it as like today, I was like, all right, Chris beats me up no matter what, but I'm gonna land like a leg kick,
100,
or I'm gonna land a
yeah.
head kick, or I'm gonna land a sick. Today I'm gonna land a sick combo. That's my goal,
For sure. Like everyone has a different mentality, Just don't have that mentality of like, fuck, I gotta do this again.
No, I always got that mentality, but I'm in my head. I'm like, all right, whatever, let's do it. But
no.
complaining out loud, making sure that the person that's making me do it has to hear it too. I'm good with that.
I got love, for bro. He's a good guy. I train with him a lot, but I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that, bro. I do not like. And even my homie Loy, who's extremely freaking nice. Loy's like in his 40s. He's training for like 20 years now, dude. He's been helping me get prepared. Super nice guy. Doesn't cuss. Doesn't drink or smoke. And he's like, man, this guy complains a lot. And I'm like, I know, bro.
That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah, so I forgot where I was going with that, but gotta get beat up, bro.
Yeah,
It's
you
just part
got
of
to.
the game,
I
dog.
mean, you're what's it called? You're sometimes the hammer. Sometimes the nail. You can't always be the hammer.
Damn,
Yeah.
dog. That was tight.
Yeah, and
We're
if you-
on a roll right now, dog.
Got him hyped up.
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah,
doesn't
I
happen.
think it's important too if you're prepared, if you're in camp, you got to be comfortable being the nail buddy because it helps you nothing to be the hammer in camp until like
100%.
towards the end of the camp, sure. But it's like while you're preparing, you got to be working hard enough to the point where you're
like you gotta
you
you gotta have the adversity. You gotta learn. You gotta be able to handle adversity. And overcome it as well.
yeah,
Because not every fight is gonna be easy or you're gonna win. Because that's what I put in the back of my head is like, bro, I'm not gonna win every fight, right? But but every fight I go into, I'm gonna try to beat him up. I'm trying to fuck him up. I'm not trying to go in there and make it say like
boring fight.
yeah, boring fight. I always like to put fights, put really good fights. Even in my last fight, in the previous one as well, like even Chris Lieben was like, he was like, bro, this is one of the best fights I've seen in a while.
Chris Lieben?
Yeah, he put it on his Instagram.
No
I was like,
way!
and I was
Shout
like,
out
fuck
Chris
yeah.
Lieben, sick.
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah. I guess he enjoyed it, and everyone else enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
that's what pumped me even more. Like this guy posted it. I was like, hell
The
yeah.
Spar Star Spider, which one?
Yeah, the Spar Star where I fought this guy named Devin Lucata,
Uh-huh.
the Spar Star 62.
Sick.
Yeah, it was pretty. Where I submitted him in the second round. Triangle.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'll check it out, dude. I don't think I saw that one. I saw your last one. I saw clips of it. I didn't see the whole one, but I'll look back on
Yeah,
that
that
one.
one's a good one too. Even my last fight, that was a good one too. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Dude, I feel like my brain. I watch so many fights, dude. My brain is just so overwhelmed, especially because I pay attention to the local fights because I'm interviewing most of the local
Yeah,
fighters.
100%.
I'm watching like UFC 1, PFL, and I'm watching all the local Muay Thai stuff, the local MMA stuff. I just recently started getting into boxing too, so I'm gonna start trying to watch some of the amateur boxing.
For sure. Yeah. If you do get a chance, this is one of my homies. You should watch him. His name is I forgot his name. I know his first name, but his last name I can't. It's hard to pronounce it. It's called. His name is Luis. But I think his last name Rubakov or Rubakava. I don't know. My bad, Luis. If I
What's his fight? Does he have a fight name?
yeah it's Diamante.
Diamante. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I can go off that. I'll Does he
Yeah.
train at Landeros or?
No, he trains at a different gym. I think it's somewhere in Anaheim. I forgot what's the gym called.
Yeah.
But check him out. It's pretty good. I think he's like undefeated, I believe. Or he's probably defeated. I'm not too sure. I forgot his record, but I think he has like 10 wins.
Yeah. I'll check out his fights too. Maybe I can connect with him. Have him on.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. He's he's just like me. He wants to fight the best. He fought like guys that have like 30 fights, and he only has like 5 professional fights. So he's fought some of the top guys in the local circuit. So
Yeah.
he's not a guy that wants to take an easy fight. He wants the best fight, just like I do.
Yeah, we like that, dude. Dude, honestly, I like seeing my friends win, but I'd rather see a good fight.
Yeah, 100%.
If my homies win like a boring fight, I'll be like, congrats, bro. But I'll be like, I mean, I'll let you know, bro.
Yeah, like one of my
That's why I love Chris Waddle, bro. His fucking fights are bangers, bro.
Yeah.
All his fights are bangers,
yeah
bro.
his fights are really good. Just like one of my
Chris Pena. Sorry. Chris Waddle's cool too, but I haven't seen that many of his fights. Pena though.
Do you know David Marquez?
David Marquez.
He trains at the BP Fight Club.
That name sounds familiar.
You probably, if I show you a picture, you'll know who he is. But he just had a fight this past weekend at the Up Next Fighting.
Yeah. I think I do know him. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Up
fought
Next,
Todd Stratford. I believe that's how you say his last name. But his fight was, it was good. He got wrestled. Got wrestled the whole first round, second round. And the third round, he had to win that round, he had to win. And I was freaking screaming my lungs out. I was like, yo, go beat him the fuck up. So that's what happened. He went in the third round, he was like, fuck this, guns blazing. Literally, just like, nonstop punching. Like maybe like a 4-piece combo. Took him, like literally rocked him, took him down. And the guy tried to wrestle. And then David did like I'm not too sure what he did. Maybe like he took him down, right? He took him down and just like ground and pounding the whole time. That if you guys see it, they're around. It was just like, what the fuck? And he was just ground and pound, right? And I thought he was gonna finish him because his like Todd's face was just like on the ground, like literally like not doing anything. Non-stop for like 3 minutes. He was getting like literally like ground and pound.
Yeah.
Like literally 3 minutes ground and pound. And I thought the ref was gonna stop it. And I was like, stop it, bro. He's getting pieced up. But I guess the ref, had let him ride out. But like you said, like
it's an exciting fight, baby.
Yeah, he lost.
It's an exciting fight, baby.
It was an exciting fight,
Yeah, I mean?
The last round he pieced him up,
Yeah.
But he didn't get the win. But
yeah,
he knows that, it's the way you finish the
fight.
Finish the fight, finish the last round. And that's what leaves the the sour taste in the opponent. Is like, bro, I was winning, but I got fucked up.
It was a 5-rounder. I can always say that. Be like, bro, I had you 5 rounds.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. All right, so you're Honduras, right?
Yeah.
So were you born out there? Or?
Yeah, I was born in Honduras. Yeah, I was born in Honduras.
When did you come out here?
I came when I was like, I think like 2 or 3 years old.
Okay, you're still young.
Yeah, pretty much. I grew up here. I was born over there. Grew up here. Grew up in Westminster.
Shout out Dub City.
Yeah, I grew up over there. But pretty much, most of my life, my family we're pretty much, we're poor. I consider myself poor. We would just move from home to home. So I really didn't have like a designated like area, a spot where I would live. But Westminster is the closest I would say that would be like home. I lived there like around for like 3 to 4 years, But then after that, move, place LA, Bell Gardens, Anaheim, Garden Grove, Stanton, we'll be just moving up and down, It just kind of sucks, but as growing up, I look back at it and then like I'm not scared to
walk wherever.
Yeah, I'm not scared of change,
Yeah.
I could be at my highest, one day, and then I could be at the lowest, but it's still not gonna affect me, because I know that low is gonna go back to high. But then I can't get too carried away on the high. You know, I could be super high and then I could go back down low.
Yeah.
You know, so I tried my best to live in the moment. Enjoy pretty much everything that's around me, everyone that's around me, because not everything's gonna change eventually.
Yeah.
Not everything's gonna stay the same.
Yeah, change is imminent, bro.
Yeah.
I think what you said is hit the nail on the dot, bro. I think growing up like more underprivileged, where I think that makes you more resilient to life, right? Because you have so much things going on at once,
Yeah.
versus people that grow up. I mean, I've never grown up rich, so I can't speak for rich people.
Yeah.
But my assumption is that when you have things so easy, it's like it's hard for you to go through any type of hardship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, we know like Jared, bro.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
We know this kid Jared. His dad, he worked for Edison. I think he was like the president or the CEO. So he had mad money.
Fixed the electricity at an Angels game when the Angels game just lost power randomly.
Oh,
He was like in a movie basically. He was that dude.
He was
he
that guy.
was that dude.
A lot of money, dude. One of the richest guys I ever met. But this fool, he passed away off like overdosing. But he like
Oh, man.
quit.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he overdosed on like I think he had some Xanax that had
Oh, Fetty.
yeah, fentanyl. Tommy Benet told me random as bro.
It's
Yeah.
Benet. They were like best friends for like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah, 6 whole weeks, bro. Anyways, so yeah, this dude he started getting into drugs, and even before he was getting into drugs, he was already kind of a douche,
Yeah.
I just think because
He hopped on to whatever the hype was. Like
Oh,
whatever
okay.
he see what somebody was cool was wearing. He got every single Nike. When Nike SBs got popular, he had every single Nike SB.
Damn.
Whenever certain clothing got popular, he had 10 of the same. It was wild to watch.
yeah, it was his mental state. He just wasn't malleable with his mental state, so
sure.
he wasn't able
ruined
to
the Wii
adapt
game.
and change. Yeah,
He ruined the Wii game in Orange County. That's whack.
yeah, but yes. So you
Rest
came
in
back to
peace.
Honduras at 2. So when did you even? So you started fighting 2 years ago, but what gave you the idea to start fighting? Is that something you always wanted to do? Or?
So I always liked fighting, right? That was my thing. I always loved watching it. But what got me into fighting was that in school, me and my friends would always mess with like some group of guys, right? And yeah, in school, there'll always be a couple of guys that we'll have like beef, we'll have beef back and forth. But this one time we got into it, we took something happened, we took their ball. They wanted their ball back, right?
They want to smoke.
Yeah. And they're like, so the guys were like, hey, you guys want to do something about it, right? How it was is like my friend was right here, I was in the middle, and my other friend was right here, right? And the 3 guys were like right there. I told them like, hey, yeah, let's do something about it, right? Do something about it. But in my heart, on my body was shaking. It was like I was like I had a front, I had to make sure I was hard, but inside I was like, dude, don't come close,
Hopefully he's a bigger pussy.
Yeah, so pretty much I was hoping that,
No.
I was hoping that they were gonna be like, nah, that. What happened was like once I said that, my heart was pounding and everything, and they're like, you know what? Never mind. And I was like, yes. I was like, in my heart, in my mind, I was like, yeah. And I was like, that's right.
You're like sweating.
That's right.
You start sweating because your body finally like lets off the adrenaline. It's like, oh.
And I told my friends, let's go, guys, let's go. They don't want to fight. Like, yeah.
Then for the next fight that happens, you're like, oh, let's get Mike, bro. He's down. You become that guy.
The thing was funny was that the year right after they forgot about it, like nothing happened. I was like,
that's how kid is.
Yeah.
You grow up beefing with one kid, and all of a sudden in high school, you're just like passing the blunt back to him at a party or some shit. You're just like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that day, I was like, bro, I never want to feel like this. I never want to put up a front ever again. If I'm gonna go in the fight, I want to make sure I'm confident and I'm ready to get down. I don't want to back out like a bitch, Because even if we did fight, I was gonna get my ass whooped. I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna get my ass whooped. I was the guy who would like talk all that shit down, we'll fuck these guy up. But I didn't know what the fuck I would be doing.
How old were you at this time?
I think I was like 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I was barely even, not even close to being a man yet,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was that type of guy, talk a lot of shit, and when it happens,
Gone.
yeah, I was gone.
What? My mom's calling me.
Yeah, I was like, no, never
meet
mind.
me after school. You're not even there, bro. I was right there.
No, I
You
didn't say
see?
there. I meant the other there.
Yeah, because like even before that, one of my best friends, he had like, I guess in school, there always be like some gangs, you know, wannabe gangs. They always rep buildings back then in our school. They'll be like, "Oh, I rep N building." The other guy, yeah,
like
it's
prison.
yeah, like almost like
rep
that.
for the buildings. That's tight.
Yeah, they'll be like, "I rep N building," you know, and the other ones will be like, I represent G building."
Is this a school?
Yeah, school.
So like for the school building,
Yeah,
you know,
they'll
that's
be, you know,
hard.
they'll be repping, right?
like anime there.
It's Tokyo Revengers, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one time, I guess one of the guys from N building was making fun of or laughing at one of the guys' girls from G building, right? One of the guys are like, "Yo, why the fuck are you laughing at my girl?" Right? And you know, they start beefing. They're like, "What the fuck? You know, no one's doing this shit, right?" Okay, so a group of 10, right? Well, maybe group of 20. 10. They go at it. They're going up and like,
What the?
they go up to each other, and then someone throws the first punch, right? I'm not sure who throws the first punch. And then just a group of 20 guys just start fighting. And my best friend is in there, right? My best friend is in it. What happens was that one of my friends, he does boxing, right? He was piecing this dude up, but one of the guy takes him down, wrestles him, right? And my friend, you know, just trying to wrestle, you know, try to do his jiu-jitsu. But this one guy just comes out of nowhere and just soccer kicks him in the face.
Oh,
yeah, he was like, when he told me, I was like, dude, and I was like I was telling you, I was the guy that would talk a lot of. I was like, bro, he was lucky, you know, he's lucky he wasn't there, you know. And I was like, yo, I want to sound tough, you know. He's like,
You're just thinking about soccer kicking
He's
somebody.
like,
You're like,
well,
what
you
does that
can't
feel
because
like?
we're rematching tomorrow.
I was like, yeah, I was like,
Dude.
I was like, and I told him like, damn, bro, he's lucky that I wasn't there, you know. My friend's like, oh yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Then I'm like, no, good, bro. It's
What's
good.
tomorrow? Let me.
Oh, it's Friday. I got a dentist appointment. I'm coming to school at
Yeah.
McDonald's. I'm not
But
about to
yeah,
fight
and
then.
then and pretty much that fight, you know, teachers got involved, and then they're saying like the students were punching the teachers too. It was crazy, like old
What?
teachers, you know. Yeah,
Is it high school?
yeah, high school.
Okay, I can see that.
What school is that?
Westminster High School.
Oh, Westminster. Hell yeah, baby. Dub
yeah,
City. Let's
that
go.
School was
That school's
cracking.
ghetto, bro.
yeah, that school has a lot of history.
Yeah. So did you?
We just had that one dance every year at the end of
Yeah,
the year.
yeah, it's a big one too. I think all the schools. I think anyone can go.
Anyone
to it.
can go. You
Yeah.
got an ID though.
That was the first time I ever tried ecstasy. Was at one of those dances, dude.
Yo. I still remember the first time I
Like
tried
15, dude.
ecstasy.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
So, were you going to the same high school, or were you going to different schools at the time?
At that time, I was going to the same high school, but I lived in Anaheim. So that was my school. My mom didn't want me to, you know, be away, you know, go to a different school. It just, you know, she'd rather, you know, use someone else's address so I can go to that school, you know, and
Keep
be
the
there.
friends.
Yeah, keep my circle still. But
Anaheim-
I'll just have to, you know, drive
Little
maybe
further.
like, you know, like 30 minutes away, you know.
I think Anaheim has worse schools anyway. So
Yeah.
So anyways,
I don't know.
there's academic growth and stuff.
For
yeah.
sure. It was crazy because in LA, because I lived in LA for like about like a year, right?
Their schools are weird, dog.
Yeah, they're weird. And bro, like, I'm be fucked up and all, but like,
Dude.
school is kind of like, in schools in LA, I'm not trying to be messed up, but I feel like they're kind of dumb.
Yeah.
You know?
That
Like
makes sense.
me, like, I'm not the smartest kid, right? I'm not the smartest, but I'm gonna say I'm a little above average, but you know, around there, you know, right? But when I went to that school in
4.0.
what was that?
4.0.
Yeah, they made me seem like I was like genius. I was like, I was taking biology, right? And just like the simplest, you know, questions. I answer it, and they're like, "Hey, you're pretty smart. You want to go to the after school classes?" And I'm like, I kind of don't, but like, I think you have really good potential to be, you know, someone like, you know, like
Yeah.
a doctor or some shit. And I was like,
Yeah. Person during
sure,
Dr.
you know,
Baby, let's go.
yeah. And I was like, bro, like, it seems easy, you know. It's not like complicated questions, you know. But they made it seem like I was fucking smart when I really wasn't, you know.
I got to experience that when I got expelled and went to CDS for that year. I got expelled from Western, and then to get back into the school and all that, you got to complete a whole year at this community day school, which is just like a bunch of kids on probation.
Yeah.
Like kids would bring straps to school all the time. Like it was wild. Like,
Damn.
and some people would always snitch. So like the cops would show up. Like I remember class got shut down like 3 times. Teacher had to hold my weed,
Yeah,
dude. But it was like same thing. Like I was, what's 4 + 7? You know what I mean? 11. The kid next to me was like
Nah, but Trey,
75.
but Trey, you are a smart dude, bro. You're smart.
No, yeah, I just did.
You just fuck
I
up.
just like drugs.
Just fuck up
just
too
like-
much.
I just really like drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
And I was
Yeah.
decent at selling them back in the day.
Decent. That's funny.
So have you like visited Honduras as an adult or?
No,
That's
not
something
yet. Not yet. I'm in the process of getting my visa. So once that gets approved and everything, I'm gonna go back as soon as possible. Because most of my, my grandma, my mom's side of the family is here. My dad's side of the family is over there, but I don't have connection with my dad. He left when I was pretty much little. He comes in and out of my life, but I could care less because I already grew up without him. I don't need him now when I'm already a man. There's
Yeah.
a point of needing him now, but I want to go back, especially for my grandpa, my mom's side. My grandpa, I haven't seen him, but he talks like highly of me over there in Honduras. So anytime I have a fight, he's like literally telling everyone.
Yeah.
So anytime like my fight finishes, my mom says like there's a bunch of people over there in Honduras that are like
Watching it.
yeah.
That's tight.
That's
So
tight.
I'm
Yeah.
like I want to see this,
Uh-huh.
but he doesn't know how to control a phone, he doesn't know how to do that, so I can see all that stuff,
man.
But once I do get the chance, I want to go back there, give him thanks, give him a hug, give him anything I can give him, because he's out there supporting me and spreading the word as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been there at all?
No.
Never?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, just when I was born, I honestly don't remember anything. Just because I feel like I don't know, after 2 years old, I don't remember.
You'll
Yeah,
start remember
You
till
just
like
feel like
3.
you're basically American at that point.
Yeah, basically, but
Yeah.
sometimes
So were
I don't
you
know.
like a dream child or
Well,
mom bring you over here?
Pretty
What?
much
It's like a
we
program.
Oh.
yeah, no, so pretty much we had to get through here through how they do the it's called a coyote.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Coyotes,
pretty
The
much
runners.
like
The
Yeah.
runners.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
smuggled. Damn. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you could be part. You could have. Your mom could have put you in the dream program
Yeah,
because
it's
you're
just
still young, even
y-
though you came over illegally and stuff.
yeah, it was just hard with like the DACA, right? Is that what you're saying? Or which was
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to apply for that, but I wasn't old enough. I guess there was you had to be at like a certain age.
Didn't know
Like
that.
yeah, I think it was like maybe like I forgot, like maybe 18 years old that you had to be in
Oh,
there. For,
25.
Yeah, I think it
no,
was
well,
that.
for Dream, it's if you're brought here, it's either you're brought here when you're young or you're born here and your parents are illegal. You could apply for this program. No, I think actually if you're brought here, because if you're born here, automatic citizenship.
Isn't that like new? That's not.
No, it's gone now, but they had it. I think Trump got rid of it his first term. But I don't know if you know my teammate Julio Rios. He's had a
I
ton
think
of fights.
I think I've probably.
But he's part of that program. He got his
Mm.
parents brought him over when he was like the same age as you, around 2,
Oh, okay.
and he was able to be enlisted in the Stream program.
Yeah,
But-
there's a bunch of people that tell me like, hey, go apply for your visa and everything. Everything takes time.
yeah,
God has put a lot of things in my life that I know that if I'm not patient enough, He can take it away from me just like that.
yeah,
I just got to be patient. I know one day I will, get my visa. I'll get something, right? But even if I don't get anything, I always have hope. I can go back to say Honduras, I can get my visa there and then I could still, come to the US, travel here, travel anywhere else, There's still possibilities for everything. If one door closes, another one opens. There's opportunities.
it's tough, man. Can you imagine how I can imagine how it was like for your mom, dude, leaving all that, going through a random
I think it's
person,
the opposite.
hoping he keeps his word,
Yeah.
I think the opposite way. Like, imagine you grew up here all your life and all of a sudden you get shit back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you look like a mark for sure. If you're from like a not so like a poverty ridden place, like you're.
yeah. Yeah, it's rough, dude. I mean, here in Southern California, I meet a lot of people like that. My mom, she's Mexican, so she came here. She tells me she came here legally. I don't know if it's the truth or not. But she could be.
She always like look like this when she tells you.
Yeah, I know she has her citizenship, for sure now.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah.
how the story was when she got here. But my mom's like a square, dude. Like she doesn't cuss or
For
none
sure.
of that stuff. So, but I have family members that did come here through illegally and stuff. I have a cousin here that's still here illegally. He finally, but he's actually working for Tesla now, dude. And they gave him
Okay, nice.
what is it? What's it called? A green card, right?
Yeah, green card, yeah.
Yeah. So Elon Musk,
Like
where
a
Musk?
work visa.
Yeah, they gave him a work visa. He's trying to get a citizenship right
Only
now.
thing that it sucks that you were born here?
I was born here. Yeah.
Were you born here?
Oh, absolutely. I'm white as the driven snow, baby.
That was just being respectful.
Yeah, so good thing you guys didn't have to go through this, but like one thing that sucks that I hope most likely there's other guys, or other people are gonna go through it just like I did, was as you get older, like going from like kindergarten to middle school, high school, you think you know, in school they always teach you can be anything you want, right? You can be anything you want. But at a certain point, you get to high school and you still have that mentality, you know, I can be a doctor, I can be this, I can be that, right? But you gotta work, you know, you gotta start making money, you gotta start like learning how to, you know, be an adult.
Gotta have your social and all that.
Yeah.
Other shit.
So that's what fucking hurt me big time. When I told my mom, I was like, hey mom, I need, you know, money for this.
Yeah.
You know, I need to get a job. And then like, but this job is asking for like work permit and a social. And she was like, you don't have that. What do you mean? You know? He's like,
I'm here. I'm supposed to have one.
yeah.
You're like, I know I don't have it. That's why I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, it's like I don't have one. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you need a social. You know, you need to be born here. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So I was like,
what do I do?
Yeah, what do I do?
Yeah,
you
what's
know?
the next move?
Yeah. So she was like, you know, just give me like maybe a couple weeks, you know, to get that money.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because, you know, I'm like, everything that they taught me at school, you know, you can do this, you can do that. And like, bro, but you need a social, you need a work permit, you need all this stuff. And I'm like, this kind of sucks ass, you know?
You're like, I can't be that.
Yeah, I can't do this.
No, that's
Kind of
valid.
sucks.
Dude, I never even had to use one.
How old were you when you found out that you didn't have a?
I was like 15.
Yeah, because
Damn,
you
so this
start
whole time
working
you didn't even know?
start working 15 and a half.
Yeah. And so how I got work was that
Friends of friends.
yeah, pretty much. But sometimes I guess at the, you know, back then, you know, the dollar bill was people use cash mostly, you know. Nowadays everyone use cards. But before that, a lot of people use cash. And I was living at LA at the time. So I'll be at the swap meet. I'll be at the swap meet and this girl would pay me like $50 for the whole day.
Oh, just to like help out?
Yeah, help out, you know, be like
go for
$5 for a shirt, $5 for a shirt, you know, do that type of shit.
Oh man, I hate hockey. That sucks.
So I would do that, right? And there's one time my mom got pretty mad at me because, you know, I got $50. But where I was working, the lady would sell like, you know, like designer clothes, you know. Or just not designer, but like she'll sell like, you know, Nike, Adidas.
Out the back of the truck.
Like label stuff.
Yeah, like brand stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I got my $50, right? But before that, yeah, I got my $50 after the working the whole day, and I told her, hey, how much is for the Adidas sweater? 25. And I was like, yeah, you know, I still got $25 left. So I paid it, got the sweater and got back in the car. Mom's like, okay, let me see your money. He's like, I only got 25. And he's like, what happened to that? So the 25. He's like,
I'm wearing it.
She's like,
you like this?
You don't see how hot the sweater is,
You
bro?
like this? Super hot fire.
Yeah, she got pretty pissed at me because she was like, bro, you worked all day just for a fucking sweater, you know?
Yeah, that's facts though. That's definitely facts though. It's valid. It's just
Nowadays, I look at it like that. Like when I'm about to go eat something, I'm like, I'm going to Dollar Tree.
yeah,
For real.
I can't do it sometimes.
I always tell people, like men, us guys are like the most simplest creatures in the world. Like we could spend $5 on a meal, you know,
And be fire.
and we'll be happy.
Dude, I can make anything out of ramen these days. Let me tell you
For
what.
sure.
Big time
For
facts.
sure.
All right. So that sounds rough though, dude.
Yeah, it
sounds
sucks. I
rough,
hope
bro.
hopefully nobody else goes through that, but most likely they will. I just
Tons
hope.
more.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Especially like in these times where like, you know, even in the slow times of work and you're trying to look for work, just hard just because, you know, nobody wants.
I remember in Florida, like all the fucking construction companies were like empty because what was this?
Yeah, they deported all the legals, and then they're like,
yeah,
"What the fuck? How do we get our shit done now?" Yeah, that happened like last year, dude.
Yeah.
yeah,
The Santos did it.
yeah.
It was wild. Like the news dude pulled up and it was just like
They're
a
not
ghost
happy.
town.
They were not happy about that move.
That'd be
That's
sick.
crazy.
There's so much copper to steal right now.
Yeah,
Tweakers are
crazy.
going wild, I bet.
Yeah. that's facts. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about like fighting and like that at the gym. Everyone's equal, bro.
Yeah.
And out when you're in the ring, dude, no one gives a fuck about none of that shit, dude.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
So I mean, if you just keep fighting, dude, figure it out, dog.
Yeah, 100%. I always like. I know that once I go pro, because I am gonna go pro. Maybe in the not the next year, but the following year. Most likely I'll go pro. But you know, just taking step by step. You know. But once I do go pro, most likely I will have my my visa and everything. So there's nothing gonna stop me, from going to the UFC, going to one championship. Going any promotion that wants me.
I wonder if you can get like a work visa through a fight from like a
Yeah,
fight
you
league.
could. There's ways, there's 100%. There's ways. That's why I'm not worried. 100% that it's gonna happen. That one of these promotions are gonna want
figure
me.
it out.
Yeah, I know for a fact one of these promotions are gonna want me.
How does that process even go down? Like, do they approach you, or are you approaching them with like? Because I think about it like skateboarding. Like, you turn in like a sponsor tape or something, and they got film of you like doing tricks or something. Is it just like you approach them with like fight footage and be like, I think you'd be a good fit here?
So it honestly, like in the amateur circuit, amateur right now, you pretty much hit them up.
Okay.
That's how it works. So I feel like when it goes to like the bigger, better promotions, most likely the UFC,
They'll approach you with
Cap.
contracts and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they look at you. They're the ones that are looking for the new fighters, new up and
The
comers.
talent.
Yeah, well, UFC has a process. Like usually they'll pull people from like Up Next, LFA.
Yeah,
Like, these smaller leagues, they actually like bottom out and stuff. What's that one on the East Coast? It's a super big one. Ahmad, he has a belt for them. Anyways, but it's like they bought out these other leagues and they let them kind of do their thing.
Oh,
and they'll
they
just
like
pull their
dissolve them basically.
Yeah, just that way they
Oh.
could see their champions. And usually their champions will get pulled, or if one sells a lot of tickets, they'll try them out at the UFC.
Did PFL do that?
PFL's they don't have that yet. No, they're still newer, but they do want to establish something like that. I heard them talk about what they want to do is open like kind of how the UFC has performance institutes.
Yeah.
They want to do like PFL institutes global, and it's gonna be for like the
Oh.
amateur circuit. So I think PFL is it amateur or is it pros?
They're pros. They're
They're pros.
pros.
They don't have elbows, huh? Weird.
Really?
There's no elbows. I
At
don't think.
all.
Yeah, it's weird. They have a weird.
That-
But
that's-
anyways,
PFL isn't the one with the weird slant thing, right? Either.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Where like it
No.
kind of forces you down in the middle, like the ring slanted a little bit.
oh no, that's combat. Karate combat. That's tight though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
badass. I like that.
Yeah, so what the PFL is trying to do, which I think the UFC should do, but they went this way. But anyways, they want to have like their own amateur circuit that's local,
Yeah.
and then from there pull fighters into their actual PFL, like professional circuit.
Okay, I see.
I think that's cool. I think that's better for the fighters. I can see why UFC did it the way they're doing it because when they first started out, they didn't have the ability to do that, so they're
Yeah.
buying out like LFA, buying out this. Well, yeah, it's a new day, dude. But that's how UFC and the bigger promotions do it. Generally, though, how you get set up with fights is going to be through your team, your coach.
Yeah,
if you have a
and
manager.
Yeah, manager. That's why you need to have a good manager. But sometimes like Sean O'Malley, he doesn't have a manager. His manager is
Coach.
himself.
Well, his coach technically.
Yeah, technically that too. But
Don King.
yeah. But typically, he I guess Sean O'Malley has the last say. Because that's I guess that's what he says. In his podcast, he says like I don't need a coach. I mean I don't need a management.
Yeah.
I'm the one who decides if I want to fight this guy or not. I'm the one who makes the like I'm the one who's gonna say how much money I make per fight.
O'Malley's on a different level though. I think when he first started, he needed that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
The UFC is like one of the. You don't really see a lot of managers in MMA. Like, you know what I mean? UFC was like one of the first places I started seeing that like years ago. I can't remember. The guy that he did a podcast with my jiu-jitsu coach, Bobby Brown's manager.
Oh.
That white guy. I
know.
Anyways, he I'll send you the link to my coach's podcast with him, but he kind of like talks about a lot about how the managing goes down, and
yeah,
it's pretty interesting because I never really thought about stuff like that. But yeah, they kind of handle it kind of like on the UFC.
Like back in the day, like boxing managers were only like half like a real manager, but it was more of like in pro wrestling. Like you had like the characters like Don King and like other like managers that would just be out there in the open, like hyping up the fights a lot.
Yeah, well, with boxing it's a little different because their leagues are not the same as like UFC and like PFL and stuff like that. It's usually their boxers' contract are for usually that fight. They're not doing like a whole year 3-fight contract type thing. So that's why your manager is more important because you have a guy fighting for like Showtime and then he's gonna go fight for this other boxing organization. So
for HBO.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different how they run boxing, which is kind of why there's a little bit more money involved now.
Yeah. Okay, I see. It's pretty interesting. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, I've been learning about this stuff just because of the podcast.
100%.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Troy on from Cali Muay Thai. I don't know if you heard of Cali Muay Thai.
I think I have heard of Cali Muay Thai.
I just got his number today. I did a phone call with him. He said he's down, so I want him to come on. I really want him to explain how the business side of things go down.
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
What a PowerPoint.
I guess you can become your own manager, huh?
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Anyone could do it, bro. You just gotta learn how to do it. You don't need a manager.
Yeah, because I know for boxing, I think you have to have a license, don't you?
I don't know. For a team manager?
I think for boxing you do need to have a license, but for MMA you don't need to have a license. Your girlfriend could be,
your manager,
or your wife. That's what Paulo Costa did.
Really?
Paulo Costa had his girlfriend be his manager.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, he just said it. He was like, oh, if you guys want me to have a fight, talk to my manager. And that was this girl. I
Talk
was
to
like,
this old lady. Hey, I bet she was getting him some good ass contracts.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Lord.
Top dollar, dog.
Yeah.
She wasn't taking it. She knows what she got in her head. Like this is gonna cost this is gonna cost that. We
Yeah.
need this much.
yeah, that's good. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like it's all pretty much all if money talks. You know.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
just gotta make sure she's a solid, lock it down type
Yeah,
of girl.
I don't know. I don't know if you want your girl in
That's how
about
child
that.
actors-
Yeah, 'cause I feel like
you're-
thinking about it right now. You know?
Because your girl would be like, yeah, you fuck him up, but you look at him, you're like,
No.
You're crazy.
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
got
"Fuck,
a
this
good
motherfucker
deal.
2 times bigger than me.
She's like, I got a good deal, and you're looking at the money like, this is not worth me getting my face beaten by this guy. You know?
I was thinking that Key and Peele skit where he's
Oh.
like, I've reigned in the blood of my enemy.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. That's the exact
Oh, that's
situation.
funny.
You're like looking at your girl like, you know, it costs more money for me to get into the fight than what I'm getting paid.
You're like, oh,
You know?
you didn't do those
I'm gonna
calculations?
Chris Benoit your ass one night. You're not gonna enjoy none of this.
Dude, she's all putting in her contract. The manager gets like 30%.
No.
Imagine. Some
Dude.
instinct stuff, bro.
Oh, it's just
30%? You got a $6 million contract or something?
Yeah.
Or what is
Well, I
Conor?
don't think they're getting $6 million.
No, I just said like Conor McGregor fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Conor. Yeah.
But that's unheard of.
Yeah. You know what happened with Instinct's manager, right?
Who?
Instinct?
I imagine not because I'm not good.
Dude, Instinct's manager put that he was like the 6th member in their band.
Oh,
And so
he
he was
was
getting
cut.
paid the same amount as every member.
And his 3% on top.
And his manager cut, dude. Crazy, huh?
Damn.
You know how much money they fucking made?
Billions, bro. Probably billions, dude.
I just might have to look up.
Maybe not billions. That's kind of a lot, dude. It's
Ah,
probably,
dude, it's gonna be hundreds of millions. I feel.
it's probably close to $1 billion, I think.
How are NSYNC net worth?
At top, what was their network? At the
Highest
top?
net worth.
Yeah, there you go. That's
All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. Oh man, NSYNC.
well,
I used to watch them on the Disney Channel. They'd have the concert things. Dude, you're taking me back right
I
now,
fucked with NSYNC, bro. When I was
Yeah,
a kid,
tough.
I fucked with
Tough.
NSYNC, bro.
dude. You're
While he looks that up, so when's your next fight, dog? You're fighting for Spar Stars right now, right?
Yeah, fighting for Spar Star. We're looking at maybe March.
March. Okay, that's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, the next because they have another one. I think is January like 15th or 11th. I'm not too sure around. That's Spar Star 64. So you'll see me at Spar Star 65.
Yeah, damn, 65. They're still new, huh?
Yeah, so I'll be on there. The person I'll be fighting just be another top guy, you know. So we're looking at taking him out pretty easily, taking him out, and then hopefully we get a title shot. So once we get that title shot,
Oh,
I'll decide, you know, if we'll go pro. If not, we'll get more experience because, you know, once I go pro, I want to fight. You know, I want to fight a bunch of guys. You know, I want to fight the Armenians. I want to fight the Russians. I want to fight pretty much anyone. Just because,
getting the May.
yeah,
me.
I want to fight anyone. You know, especially after I was at the Up Next fighting
Yeah.
this past weekend.
Oh, dude, what a great event they had, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, Gianni, you know
It was
Gianni?
awesome.
Dude, Gianni Vasquez, you know that guy?
Yeah, I saw him. He was doing good. He
Dude,
was
that
doing
guy's
awesome.
Stud, bro.
Yeah, I
Dude.
think it was like the second round where I think it was the second or third round. I'm not sure if you saw where you like freaking I was at the cage side. I was the cage side, right? I saw that. I think it was like hit him with the overhand, and you can just see like
And then we did his
boom,
little
and then the
dance, yeah.
freaking like you can just see the sweat just you're like oh
Yeah.
Rocky
You saw when he
movie.
threw the overhand and he did this little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dude.
was
It's so
like, this guy.
hard, bro. Yeah, that's the
I
homie,
was
bro.
like that's funny.
I mean, I don't really know him that well, but he's been on the show and I talked to him a lot
Yeah.
online. He's,
But it was good. It was a really good fight, you know.
yeah.
But one thing that got me really hyped up was that there was Armenian fighters, right? The whole crowd was like just hyping them up like big time. They're like the whole crowd was like,
They're all
yeah,
Like that was their people or
basically.
something?
yeah, that
or
was
what?
their people. Like the whole,
That's love, though, bro.
Like, yeah.
That's love, though, bro.
yeah. I was like, God damn.
Well-
But then that will hype me up, right? Because I'm like, bro, I want to fight one of these guys, or I want to fight one of these like people are like loving them, so I can go
Shut
in
them
there, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Ruin the
lit.
whole party. That's what
tight.
that's what hyped me up so much.
Villain
I
arc.
hate, bro.
Yeah.
You're
I was
inspired
like-
by hate, bro.
I was literally like,
We like that shit.
okay, I'm gonna fight one of these guys and shut everyone up. You
The
know?
Oh,
lights-
yeah.
That lightsaber went red
I didn't
real
even.
quick.
I didn't even really know Armenians were like big in MMA.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know
rolling
any.
deep. They're rolling in deep. I think everyone in there was pretty much Armenian.
Where was that? LA?
No, yeah, it was at the Commerce Casino.
Commerce, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the spot.
Yeah, dude, it was
They're
like
all around there
I was like, Jesus,
because they tried to
Christ,
move
'cause it was
into
like
Hollywood.
a bunch of everyone just
Yeah.
pumping, just like the fighters, the Armenians, just like Arthur, and then just like I forgot what other fighters, but they were just like if they're Armenian, they're just like hype them
I
up.
don't even know,
big
but they're
time.
still like,
Yeah.
yeah. His
They're, like,
last name
screaming
sounds like
Russian.
ours.
You can't understand them because they're yelling in Armenian.
Yeah.
Well, the Armenians are very like tight knit, bro. I worked for an Armenian dude like a few years ago, or like the
Oh.
last spot I was at. Yeah, Al, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Armenian, bro. Oh no, he's Albanian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
No,
different.
Albanian,
That's
I'm
very,
sorry,
no,
yeah.
they're kind of one and the same.
They're close to each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both really
Similar,
hated by the bigger of like Russia hates
Yeah.
Albanian people and Armenians are not
Equally.
liked by Russian people.
So there you go.
Damn.
There's a connection.
Yeah, someone.
Hey,
Hate
Yeah.
racism. Racism
you got
against your
that
own
fact
kind.
though? You got that instinct fact? Where you at?
Okay, so by alone, Justin Timberlake swamps. He's worth $250 million. Joey Fatone was worth like $7 million. Lance Bass was in the $10 million range, and then
That's getting close to $1 billion, dude.
No, it's about $280 million. That's
Alright.
still really far off, but more than we'll ever see.
Yeah. So his
Yeah,
manager.
it's like
Way more than we'll ever
quarters
see.
to a
Yeah,
billion.
right, bro. Once this blows up, dog, we'll be rich.
I mean, Brendan Shaw rich because I don't want to be that rich, dog. He's
Oh.
just getting banged and canceled. There's Reddit's devoted to him.
That's just his
Damn.
personality, though.
No, it's what people do now.
That's what people do.
They want to pick you apart.
I will take the hate for the money, dog.
for the
I
Oh,
don't
for
get
sure.
it. Hate does
As
not
long as
bother
it
me,
keeps
dog.
coming.
I was born to be hated, dude. Give me the money. Yeah.
All my shit's on, dude. If they pull up my old Facebook post, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
I said some way out.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one guy that there's one UFC fighter that I like right now. His name is I've heard of him, Brian Battle.
No, Brian.
My name
Battle, I
sounds
don't think so.
familiar.
You probably if you've seen a picture, of course you'll.
Was he like Ultimate Fighter or something?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
in the Ultimate Fighter, right? But his last fight, he was in the I think UFC Paris, I think it was, or UFC France. I'm not too sure.
Uh-huh.
He's going against this French dude, right? And he beat the brakes off that French dude, So he wins it, knocks him out, right? And after they do the, once you win, they give you the mic, right? And the whole French people are like, boo, boo,
Oh
right?
wait, this got clipped, right?
Yeah,
I
you
think
probably
I've
seen
this
it
before. Yeah,
And the way he like knew what to say in the mic was just so fire. He was like, he was like, you boo me all you want. I love it. I love it. The more you boo, the stronger I get. The more you boo, the stronger I get. And I was like, bro, that just lit my heart. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Freeze a moment.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
then-
Cue you monkeys, I'm the one. I got you.
And then he was like, he was like, y'all really think I was gonna lose to a fist fight to
Yeah.
a French dude?
Yeah. Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah. I do
y'all
remember
really
Yeah,
think I was
yeah,
like-
yeah.
I was like, hell yeah,
Facts,
the way.
bro. What
And
do they
just
have?
in his
It's
voice,
sad-
just like what he said really meant it, I was like,
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
like
that sounds-
conviction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just knocked the dude out, so he's all adrenaline up still. Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah,
This
the
shit's
French
awesome.
they got Salat or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
They got that foot fighting, bro.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I love this guy. The way he just knew like what to say on the mic.
how to say it. The
Yeah,
whole
how to
nine.
say it. And, just like awesome.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's why Conor McGregor makes all the money he does.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, he had the skills, but he also had the mouth.
That's
to-
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the
skills.
business aspect of
Yeah.
it down of knowing, and like Jake Paul, dog.
Yeah.
You see Rampage challenge him
no,
Nah.
he's gonna get slept.
Rampage challenged him, really?
for free.
For free?
No, he's
free.
gonna get slept for free.
He's
I-
like, I got these hands for you,
Bro,
dog. Don't trip.
Dude, Rampage said the smartest thing I ever heard him say, dude, when on his podcast, the Jackson podcast.
Yeah.
He was talking about having pro fighters come to the Jackson ring, and doing hard sparring. So that and then
Yeah.
streaming it and charging for the stream. Because you can't if you're under contract for the UFC, you can't fight outside of the UFC.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But if we call it sparring, we can stream it and make money off of it because you're just sparring,
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's a actually bigger
Loophole.
idea, bro. Yeah.
Loophole as fuck.
Yeah.
Is Dana mad about it?
I don't think Dana respond. I don't think.
I don't think he knows.
I don't know if he responds. I don't know if he watches this podcast or not. I think
Dana, teach me how to play Baccarat,
I
dog.
think Dana's gonna try to figure out a way to
Yeah.
not let it happen, though.
That would be pretty cool, though. Don't get like.
think it's
There's
cool,
a
bro.
bunch of fights you want to see,
That just aren't gonna happen.
or
bro.
just like regular fights. Just like I want to see like Ryan Garcia versus Sean O'Malley. Just random like that.
you
Like
want to see
AI,
that.
baby.
I'm. Don't get me
coming.
wrong. I'm
In a
willing to pay
boxing fight.
$10. I'm willing to pay $10 for that.
Yeah, I would do it on stream, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
why
like-
not, bro?
Why not?
That's worth it to me. 10,
It's
20
better than Jake
bucks.
Paul.
And they got the money to make it professional, bro.
Yeah.
They'll have like actual broadcast cameras and all that.
Saying,
It's
yeah.
gonna be like looking like
It's gonna be MTV's celebrity
up next
deathmatch.
fighting type shit, bro. You know, imagine they got announcers too and all that for
That'd
sparring,
be
bro.
fucking funny. That'd be funny.
That'd be so hard, bro. They got judges there.
Big lit,
you
dude.
like-
We're not actually judging, but if this was a real fight, this is what
we
the score
say.
would be.
Yeah, but back when you mentioned Jake Paul, that's one guy. Like I gave him his props, right? Like you're training as a fighter, but like, bro, like fight someone that's
Just fight someone.
Fight a
Don't.
fighter.
yeah,
But
fight a boxer. Okay, you
Yeah.
fought Tommy Fury, you know. Okay, you lost, right? Brush it off, you know. Go fight another guy, right? Another
Yeah.
boxer, at least someone around your age, at least in your weight class.
In the ranking.
Yeah,
Which for him is pretty low.
like
because
bro,
he's never
like
had
do you want to
a-
fight Mike?
Yeah,
Like
that was
I
rough.
told people like, yo, I thought Mike was gonna get knocked out, right? Just
Yeah.
I
Could've.
honestly thought
He
I
really
honestly-
could have though. Jake,
Yeah.
I felt like held back, bro.
Yeah, big time. So
Really?
I
I didn't
Yeah,
watch
bro.
I
bet,
didn't watch it.
Yeah, I bet people like, yo, you want to bet? Like,
Yeah, I should have bet, but it's just a dumb bet to bet, dude.
yeah, it's funny because they're like some people.
Wait,
some
they
guy-
had the line open on it.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
because it was a pro fight. If it's an exhibition, you can't really bet just because it's
Oh, they made it was a real fight.
was a real
it
fight,
was
bro.
pro fight.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Well-
if it's an exhibition, you can't really bet unless I think it's a knockout. So you can bet like exhibition if he knocks him out,
yeah.
but you can't. There's no winner in
Yeah.
exhibition, you know.
They just raised both hands. Yeah, I was not a fan of that. I felt like they did Mike dirty. They showed him in his draws. That was fucked up. Netflix, fuck you for that. But I will say, Netflix, if they continued putting on fights, I think that they're gonna have a lot of success with that because
Yeah, it was
that shit-
awesome. It was
million
awesome.
streams, bro. That was crazy, bro.
no, they got to get their internet better first of all.
That was too many people going on.
Yeah.
I felt like whoever they hired to do the
no
fight,
one was ready for that.
That was
no
not a-
one was ready for
that
that
was
type
just
of
a
traffic.
bad team, bro. The traffic was off. The filming was.
Yeah,
I felt like the cameraman sucked, bro. There's shit going on. I was like, why is it on this camera angle, bro? You know,
yeah,
um,
100%.
ring
Probably
girls.
just watch some WWF. It's a bunch of like dudes watching old Macho Man Randy Savage videos.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of it looked
Yeah.
like. It like old like World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, I think WWF had a better crew than Netflix. Honestly,
dog.
You know what I mean?
Thursday Night
Yeah.
Raw
Yeah, just for the production.
Yeah, I
You know, I'm talking
remember
about the
that.
or
production.
Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night SmackDown. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, I
man,
remember that. That was brings
Those
back
days.
memories.
Those were the days, dog. I love wrestling. I do. But my ex, I used to get into tough with her. She'd be like, "It's fake." I'd be like, "You're a like." I'd say hurtful things. I'm like, "You're not gonna just say that about my childhood."
No,
that it was
we're not.
fake.
We're not doing that.
That's just funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So what got you into Tillis? Like, what was the initial thing? I mean, you mentioned how when you were 15 you
Yeah.
got bullied, but like, what was the actual driving factor? You're 22, so you started when you were 20, right?
Yeah, I would say like 20. Yeah, I would say around there, like 19, 20. What pretty much? So I wanted to get. I was like I told you, I was into boxing. I was into the UFC, and at the time, the UFC gym was like pretty pricey. Just to get in,
Fuck
it was
yeah.
like
So-
pricey, like maybe like $300 to get in, right?
What the?
Yeah,
It's expensive, bro.
yeah, it was pretty expensive, right? We lived like that at that time. We lived like 2-3 years ago. We lived in Buena Park, and there's the UFC gym La Mirada that was like 5 minutes away from the house, right? We go in there, and my mom, my big brother, and I think my little brother and my sister, we're all gonna get a membership there. They called me and be like, "Hey, we're getting a gym membership from the UFC. You want in?" I was like, "No, they're gonna charge my ass like 300, And then she's like, no, they're just gonna do 100. I was like, why? How the fuck?
Person or just for the whole thing?
But for the whole thing, right? But per person, just because we have like five
Yeah,
members
Yeah,
that
that's still a
join
good
in at
deal.
once,
Yeah,
And she pretty explained that. She explained that to me, and I was like, shit, I'll do it now, right?
yeah.
And then once I get there, give the 100, and then he explains, okay, you can take this class, you can take that class, and you can take all these classes, right? So I go in there for the first time, and I see the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. I was like, I kind of want to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but the motherfucker, he's like,
Yeah.
100, 150.
Damn.
I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of don't
Yeah,
want
he'll
to.
give
Don't
him
they do
like-
like nogi and stuff like that too?
They do nogi. Yeah,
they
do.
do nogi.
You still gotta buy gear for that though.
Yeah, you still gotta buy the gear. You can't go in
like in
with, like
short
regular-
basketball shorts and shit. Yeah,
For the
your dick
on.
your dick flop around in basketball shorts. And shit, bro.
Yeah, so once I did I bought the gi. I did my first class and I liked it. After that, at the time I was pretty chunky, I was like maybe like 190 to 200 pounds.
Dang.
Yeah, I was like,
Big
you
boy.
wouldn't tell on me because I'm tall, but you'll see like the belly and everything. You can see it on my cheeks and everything. That was like
I was a fat kid too, dog.
Just like that. I got in there, did the first one, and I just loved it. I loved jiu-jitsu. Kept on going back. And then as I was, I fell in love with it. I kept on losing weight quickly, maybe after like 3 or 4 months of it, I lost maybe 65 pounds. I dropped down to like 145. Yeah. That's the lowest I weighed. 145, no muscle, nothing, it was just like skinny ass motherfucker. Yeah. That's how I looked, Once I did that, the coach at the time was Coach Anthony Aguilera. I was under him. And then he always wanted me to compete. After like the couple months, like 6 months, he was like, "Hey, Michael, compete." Cause like I told you, I was the guy who talked a lot of shit, and didn't want to get down. I was still that guy, I was still that guy. Even though I had still training, he just told me like, "Hey, compete," and I was like,
"Face the demons."
I'm like, I'm scared, dude. I'm scared. After he told me that, like 2 months later, I competed. I went to my first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. I had for my first bracket, I had to fight. Had to wrestle, compete, whatever you want to say, 3 times. The first 2 matches, they were quick. It was my first time feeling, the adrenaline and everything. First time feeling it. Go in there, I'm like, what the fuck do I do? I just go in there, grab the guy, and I think I submitted him. I did a bow and arrow choke. Uh-huh. I did a bow and arrow choke, and I didn't the guy tapped right, and the referee was like, he told me twice, like, let go, and I'm just cranking that motherfucker still. I'm cranking that motherfucker. Yo. He was like, stop, and I'm just like, and I'm like,
is it real? Is it real? Are you sure?
And I was like, oh, shit. My bad, bro, my bad. He's like, it's all good, it's all good. So that's what happened on the first one, right? I submitted him under like a minute, 2 minutes.
Did you know you wanted to do that? Do the bow and arrow choke, or did you kind of just fall into place?
I just did whatever I like. I know this move. I'm just gonna pull that motherfucker. Because my coach, Anthony, was like, pull, and I'm like, pull. He's like, pull and put your head, put your arm behind his head, right? And I was like,
while it's happening,
yeah. I'm like,
he hadn't been trained for that long, so he's still new to it. You know what I mean? So
I mean, it's just hard to think about.
Especially jiu-jitsu is like really technical, bro.
Yeah, very, very technical.
Yeah.
So then after that match, I go into my second one. Like I said, I felt all the adrenaline and everything, right? And I kind of had like a little dump. And I'm like, dude, I'm tired of shit now.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I go in there. Like I said, I'm like, what do I do now, I go in there and wrestle with the guy, take him down. I get on mount, and then I do a head and arm choke. So once I pretty much, I submitted him with the head and arm choke. And I was like, fuck yeah, and I thought that was the end of it, right? I was like, I'm gonna get a medal now, And then he's like, you got another match. I'm like, what the? Oh man, I'm already tired of that shit. Like go in the third match, go in there, and then I'm going against this guy. He looks like John Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
The splits, walk in, and
yeah.
God damn.
I look at him, and I'm like, what the I'm like, dude, this guy's gonna beat me.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. So I go in there. He's like fresh. I'm like, this motherfucker is even tired? I'm like, this fool's just like bouncing up and down, just looking at me like,
you're gristled at this point. You're seasoned.
He's in there. He's too late now, anyways, bro.
Like,
there's no backing down, bro.
Yeah, so I go in there. He takes me down, and the whole time he's like just on top of me, not even doing no summations or nothing. I'm like, dude, I tell him like, do something, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like this the whole time. Like, do something.
Was he like legit overpowering you? You were just like over at that point.
I was just over, I was just tired of that shit.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like I reversed it maybe a couple times, reversed back and forth, and it was like I think it was like maybe 6-4 or something like that points. And my coach was like, all right. He was like yelling, all you gotta do is flip him, reverse him, and get on top, and then you'll win, you get your 3 points. So I'm like, okay, I got this. So I have my grips ready to like lift him. I'm like, okay, I got this. I got everything on point. I'm like, ugh! And then as I'm lifting him, I'm like, oh. And then I'm like,
suplex.
Yeah. Then I'm like, I'm done. I was literally just like, I'm done. And then he just pretty much just controlled the whole time.
You just tap. You don't even, you just tap like.
Yeah. So after that, I got a medal, second place, you know, for my first BJJ tournament, second place. And I forgot that I even signed up for Nogi too.
So right after that,
yeah, Nogi.
Yeah,
not even the
Nogi.
next day.
No. This
Same
one was
day.
same day.
Wow.
Nogi, and then I'm like, I go in there first round. I get submitted. And I was like, dude. And then I was hoping, you know, because since I got 3 matches, the last one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get another one. You know, I'm gonna redeem myself. And I was waiting there for like 5 to 10 minutes, right? Just waiting. You know, they call me up, and one of the ladies, one of the refs, is like, you can leave now. I'm like,
single elimination.
yeah.
He's like, you're good. We've seen enough.
Yeah, she was like, you can leave now. I was like,
You went from top of the world, second place, yeah, and then hit the shower, dog.
Hey, go to your home.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, you could have told me this like fucking 8 minutes ago.
I look like a dumbass out here just chilling, waiting. I want to go home.
It was funny because my brother, he was like pretty pumped to my older brother was pretty pumped to watch me doing the no-gi, right? Because you know I did good on the with gi, so he goes in. He's like, after I lose, right? And that's it.
Damn,
so,
dog.
He was like, so you made me come out here and waste $10 and you see me lose. So you lose it. I was like,
it'd be like
dude,
that.
I could put you on the ground and do the shit you wanted to see, dog.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it was a really good, you know, learning experience. You know, after that, I got pretty confident. My confidence went up through the roof. I didn't. It was like humbling because I knew that I got my ass whooped, you know, from that guy, but my confidence rose up where it kind of balanced now, where it's like I'm humble, but I'm confident too at the same time, you know. So now like I could talk shit, but respect you at the same time, you know. Like we're gonna get down, you know. I respect you, but I'm gonna fuck you up, you know.
Yeah,
like that.
So feel it.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I think a couple months later, I did another tournament, right? Did another BJJ tournament, and this time it was weird because I did horrible in the gi, and I did good in no gi. So the first match in gi, I won it, you know, but I didn't. My preparation for it was not that good because I didn't eat anything throughout the whole day because for the BJJ tournaments, you have to weigh in, like same literally, day? Weigh in same day, and then literally compete 10 minutes later. So I didn't really have time to get anything in my system, you know, not even a water, right?
Back, yeah.
Not even like electrolytes or nothing.
Nothing like that. It was like, I started drinking, you know, my water, electrolytes, and then it's like, okay, you ready? Bro.
Isn't that like not supposed to go down that way too? You're supposed to like let the electrolytes settle or something
before
you go in.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they'll make you cramp up.
So what happened was like they put me in there, right? Put me in there already. And then, you know, I was like, something just wasn't sitting right on my stomach, right? So I go in there, I you know, beat the guy, right? Just by points, right? After that, I'm like, dude, I'm done. I'm like literally done. They put me up another guy. I'm just getting wrestled the whole time. Like literally some guy that's like way smaller than me, just like freaking destroying me.
Like,
and I'm like telling my coach, like, I can't.
Yeah.
And then they put me again, you know, third match. I can't do it. I'm done. I get wrestled, you know, by just a smaller dude again.
Coach is like, all right, man.
Yeah,
let's pack it up.
Like, he's clearly not feeling it today. Then the third time's not the charm.
That sucks, dude. It's like when you bag a baddie and you can't even get it up. You know?
Yeah,
you're like, I'm here. Why?
And then this time the tournament was a 2-day tournament. So the next day, you know,
was the no-gi?
Yeah, the no-gi. So the next day was a no-gi. This time I did better. I went up against this guy. I submitted him. I did a guillotine. So then that fight was, you know, it was all right. It wasn't went in there, submitted him. And then my second match, I went up against this guy, this tall ass motherfucker, for his name. I tried to go for a takedown, and this motherfucker just like wraps me up like a spider, and I'm like, holy shit. And then he just
what?
Yeah, it was like
it was like guard or what?
No, it wasn't even pulled guard. Like I went for like a single leg,
and he just like went over your back, basically.
Yeah, literally like guys hooking and just like went around me. I'm like,
took your back?
Yeah, I was like literally like, holy shit.
What is this?
Yeah. So then he takes me down. Like I was like, dude, I had to fall to the ground, you know.
Yeah.
But I couldn't like do the Michael Chandler on Charles Oliveira, you know, when he
Stands up.
yeah, I couldn't do that. He's like, don't drop him, don't drop him. So I had to be like, you know, go on one knee and you know go like that.
Oh yeah, you can't slam.
Yeah, there's no slams
because it's like wrestling or something. They consider
so
it.
then he had a what's it called, body lock. He had a body lock. Once he had the body lock, it was just fucking hard. It was tight on my ribs, you know. So I had to pretty much try to open him up. So once I got out of that body lock and got out of the back control, as I was getting up, he throws a triangle, and as he throws a triangle, he locked it up. And I'm the type of dude that's like, I'm gonna go to sleep, right? But my family was there at the time, so I was just like, I gotta tap, you know. I don't want to be like the fucking idiot, like.
Make your mom cry.
They gotta bring people out.
Yeah.
Gosh, at your. No one really wants to be that guy.
Yeah. But for an MMA fight, I feel like I ain't tapping. For an MMA fight, I'm like gonna give it my all.
MMA fight, I feel would be more respectable. I have no background in it, none of that shit, but they're all bloodied up, and then they're like, you fall asleep, you're like, at least he's all bloodied up, dog. Like he took a beating.
Yeah, well, Jits, you're doing multiple rounds anyways.
Yeah.
For the big tournaments. In MMA, you get one. That's it. So
yeah,
you count, you know?
Didn't they do like, wasn't there like something that they used to air? It was like 20-minute jiu-jitsu rounds or something like that? Like something crazy?
Probably like, I think I've seen 10.
A lot of
I think I was just thinking of Pride, because Pride had what, like
10-minute round. First
10-minute
round,
round?
then 2 5-minute rounds right after, I think. These are two. Well, the first round was for sure 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Pride was
Before your time, little boy.
Yeah, I'm like, God
Before your
damn.
time, son.
I would have been like 10 minutes with the first one. I'd be like,
well, I mean, they were slinging them. They had toe stomps, downward slams with the
soccer kicks,
knees
all that. Bro,
yeah,
dude,
soccer
Pride was,
kicks.
the first round was 10 minutes, right? I believe the next 2 rounds were 5 minutes. They allowed soccer kicks and all that, and the fight was judged based off of how the fight ended. So they encouraged you to end the fight in a dominant position. And the purpose for that was, someone told me, it was because they were trying to make it like a backyard, like a squabble, like a street fight, right?
Yeah.
Street fight doesn't matter. All that matters at the end of a street fight is who was on top at the end.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah,
you could be doing good, but you get dropped, you're done. That's it. You're fucked. You're gonna go to the hospital now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You get stomped out. You know. So Pride, they were trying to make it like a street fight, but in the ring. You know.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like you've seen the fights, you know, when people get knocked like one punched and then they come back up, and you're like, world star, world star, you got knocked out.
That's where that shit came from. The Rampage Jackson slam against that
Oh, yeah,
Japanese
seen it,
cat.
yeah.
That was Pride.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah,
To this day, it's still one of the greatest power bombs to ever be seen.
Well, interesting fact, bro, is the UFC has never had a bigger event than Pride did. Pride has an arena. I think it's called.
It's insane.
It's like 50. If it's 50,000 people, bro.
I thought it was like 100.
No, I don't think. Is it 100? That can't be. That's way too big, bro.
Well, they had like one tournament that was like a quarter million people that came
to the event, actual event. Really?
Something stupid like that.
Look it up. Look it up.
Might have been baseball though too.
Yeah, I think it's something with the S, dude. Something Sayama Arena or something. But I can see like 50,000. I think that's a lot, bro.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you can't even see the fighters at that point.
Damn.
Yeah, it looks like bleeder seats from old like 1930s boxing like pictures and like that, where they're all the way in the top, and it's just like a sea of people like Madison Square Garden.
I don't have my phone. Sorry, I'm sure if I had my phone, I'd do
good.
it. But,
I'm looking this shit up right now too.
But,
that's crazy.
Pride had some bangers, dude. But yeah, they went under. They're owned by the Yakuza.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah, the Yakuza, and then they didn't like they didn't have any of their fighters under contracts. The contracts for Pride were weird, yeah. So they basically would pay you to fight that night, because that's how things were back then, anyways. But so when the UFC bought Pride, they actually didn't even get any of the fighters.
Oh,
so all
they got like dissolved and like that, right?
They just got the DVDs. That's all they got the rights to. But some fighters ended up signing with the UFC. So you had Rampage came over, Vanderlei,
Vanderlei,
some of the big names. But all the other fighters, they didn't get him.
What was his name? Joe Rogan had him on recently. Oh, Tank
Abbott.
Did Tank Abbott do Pride too?
Or
was he just UFC?
So. I think it's just UFC. Yeah, came from Tito Ortiz's little crew. That was in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
I don't think he might have been. Actually, he might have been. Todd Medina fought in Pride, and he was from out here at that same time. But I don't think so. I don't remember seeing Tank Abbott in Pride, but I could be wrong.
And Dan Hendricks.
Dan Henderson?
Dan Henderson, yeah, he was Pride.
He's from Pride, yeah.
He was a savage in Pride too, dude.
No, that wasn't the fight with Michael Bisping was the one in the UFC, huh?
Yeah.
Michael Bisping, he
was the Ultimate Fighter originally.
Yeah,
he was
the
Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, there you go.
I can call back those old stuff. So when we used to watch it, I remember that. The first leg break of what's his name?
Anderson Silva.
Oh,
dude, Anderson Silva's still my goat, bro.
That's crazy.
So my go.
That's what scares me about throwing leg kicks.
Yeah,
That's what scares me about a lot of things in life. Was walking about my leg being able to do that, dude.
bro. But you don't really see that in Muay Thai though, which is I wonder.
Yeah,
if
which is crazy.
I wonder if it's just because they're so accustomed to kicking that their shit.
That is true. And my coach always says it's how you kick it, you know? The way he threw the kick, you know, it probably hit like not even the bone, you know, it probably
You know where to check it, basically.
yeah, you know.
I also, you know what I think it is? I think it's two things. It's one thing they're kicking so much that their shins are more stronger, but also the bigger thing is they know when to not throw the low kick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you throw so many low kicks, you know, like this is a position that can get checked. Like me, I'm not gonna throw a low kick unless I can cut the angle. Because all you gotta do is lift it. Unless you're someone that sucks at checking, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna not throw a kick unless I can step to the side a little bit just to make sure that even if you bring it up, I'm not gonna
Yeah. Like I like to throw low leg kicks. I feel like the way I set it up, they don't see it.
Yeah.
And especially when I'm, you know, we always like to, you know, throw jabs so you can get, you know, hands up. And once you get the hands up, you're really just thinking, you know, like is he either gonna throw a kick or is he gonna throw a punch? Which one is it? You know?
Yeah.
And that's where you switch it up. You throw a low kick, you know, throw a high, go to the body, whichever one.
Yeah. You know how the Dutch do it?
Yeah.
They go into it, bro.
Yeah, I seen that.
So gnarly, dude.
Oh.
To get checked with
Wait,
that
what?
though, the Dutch style of low kicking is they go so they'll cut to your left side and bring your leg, and so they're bringing it like a
they're chopping.
Yeah, they're chopping it. It's gnarly, but if you get checked though, you're fucked because you're going straight into it like a knee or something.
Yeah. You gotta be pretty.
Dude, it's just happening in my brain right now.
Yeah.
Like a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, but with the Dutch, it's a little different. They don't really get the way they set their kicks up is usually off like a long combination. So they'll like be throwing like jab cross body, and then they throw. So they're not just because they know that
sick load up.
Yeah, because they know to throw that leg kick, it's easier to see. So they're throwing a bunch of hand combinations. Like the Dutch style is like a lot of hand combinations, and then you end with the kick.
Didn't the Dutch like rule like kickboxing back in the day or something?
Yeah. What's that fool's name? I always bring him up. I'm spacing right now. The Dutch dude that went to Thailand.
He's the GOAT. Joe Rogan talks about him too.
Dude, this dude, he basically fused his ankles together to continue fighting. Oh man, Ramon Deckers.
Yep.
Raymond Deckers.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard of that guy?
I think I have actually. I've probably seen him, but
I'll
the
send you
Godfather of kickboxing. I think that's what they call him or something.
I'll send you some of his videos. But he was like the first white guy to get respect from the Thais.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they said he fought like a Thai because he would go like his style wasn't Thai, he was Dutch, but just like the fact he just was willing to like die in the ring, you know?
Oh, okay, that's sick,
bro. Dude. One of his combinations, which I'll try to do it in sparring. It shouldn't work, but it worked for him because it was basically left hook, right hook, left hook, and then like head kick or body kick.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
And usually that's not gonna work. You're throwing hooks, people are gonna show, and then leg kick, they just lift up. But he just would swing so fucking hard that the second the first hook hits people, they're like backing up already.
Oh, okay.
And it gives them space to throw the head kick.
him.
It's a savage combination.
And I feel like the way, like, say if you throw the right hook, brings this one down now.
Yeah.
Like say like throw the left, right? You get hit with the left, you're like this. You get hit with the right, you go like this. And then body, you're like this. So then comes down right there.
Yeah, Ramon Deckers, dude, he's a savage. He, like I said, he ended up having to get surgery on his legs because he shattered his shins.
Ooh.
And he wanted to keep fighting, so he just told him to just fuse them together. So he has no more ankles. Well, he's dead now, but he had no more ankles.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he passed. He's older,
dude, he was Hank Hill's dad.
Yeah,
he was. Fit him in.
Yeah, there's some other fighter talking about him trying to ride a bike. You can't ride a bike without an ankle, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
You can't.
No, you can't, bro. Unless you take.
Be a Xeon. You can be like the Xeon and get strapped in. Your foot is the pedal.
Yeah, you can't do it. But
then you can't put your foot down.
Yeah, Ramon Deckers, like,
bro. You go to put your foot down, you're just stuck on a bike. You're like, I got to pedal forever now.
Yeah. So Ramon Deckers, he was Nicky Holskin's coach. You know Nicky Holskin from one?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was Nicky Holskin's coach. So Nicky's style is pretty much Nicky's like a more cleaner, prettier style than Raymond Deckers, but very similar style.
Okay.
My knowledge of like striking. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, I'm out there, dude. MMA, boxing, I know a little bit, but
that's good though. You're a little bit more
times.
Yeah, and then you know a little bit of everything. You're just not the one dimension. There's some people like, no, I don't watch MMA. I don't watch other stuff. I only watch boxing. So when you hear McGregor, you're like, oh, he's a boxer, no? I'm like,
he was you can say that.
He only did one boxing match, but he's an MMA fan.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. But
yeah, I love it all, bro. Jits is the only one I haven't really. I did jits for a little bit, like a year or two, but I don't really like go to worlds and stuff. I think if my friends competed more in it, I'd probably go just to watch them.
Yeah.
But it's one thing I didn't really get too into.
Rather just throw blows and get CTE, baby.
So we like to.
for real.
I mean, I respect jits. It's fun to do. It's just watching it is kind of like it's weird when you go watch it because you have like all these matches everywhere. It's so
It looks
crazy.
wild.
Dude, it's crazy, dude. They have like 8 matches at once, and then there's people everywhere. It's just crazy, dude.
It's like in an auditorium too.
Yeah,
I feel like it's jiu-jitsu. It's a sport where you have to know what's going on. You know,
yeah.
same thing as chess. You know, there's a lot like say like chess. You know, they're
already making all their moves, and other
Yeah,
people can
you
see
know?
the moves because they've read the books.
yeah, like stuff like that. You know, you gotta know what going on to be like hype.
Yeah,
You know, because like
jits is tough. You don't know what's going on.
yeah,
It's for
like
sure
some people are
tough,
like, are they wrestling?
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
They're
Is
not
that
doing
legal?
anything.
yeah,
Dude, for sure. Though, just, a lot of the times you're watching him and they're like, it seems like they're not doing much.
Yeah,
but I mean,
no,
there's
you're just like cinched up, waiting for
Yeah,
somebody to like
that's what it is.
lessen just a little bit to
It's-
Yeah.
do something.
until
Yeah.
someone makes some mistakes. You know,
that's what it is. Is the patient? There's a lot
Yeah.
of patience in jits. Yeah.
that's what some people don't understand. You know,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is this jits like your first 3 moves or something? Like will kind of like dictate? Because as they say, like one of the things about chess is like you can kind of tell if she's gonna go in like 3 or 4 moves if you're really good at it.
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
kind of depending on where your position first. You know,
Oh,
So if
because you
you-
can start different, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So saying if like it depends. You know how it goes, but if it's just like regular jiu-jitsu, you know, the takedown pretty much is what it's gonna lead where your next move is gonna be. You know, I can take you down. I can land on side control. I can take you down and I'll land in his guard. You know,
Okay.
I can take you down and then he'll just get back up. You know, so it honestly depends. Like you said, first 3 moves will decide.
Like, do people have like go-tos? Like, you kind of he's known for doing
Yeah,
single leg takedown.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's like same thing in fighting, like in MMA or boxing. Like Ryan Garcia, he's known for his left hook.
Yeah.
Same thing for freaking McGregor. You know, he's known for his left hand. You know, Habib. You know, he's known for freaking ground and pound. You know, taking him down, wrestling.
Wrestling bears.
Yeah, same thing like in BJJ. There's a lot of people like, oh, this motherfucker has very good top pressure. You know, he has very good leg locks. You know, there's fighters that
Everyone
shit.
Yeah, everyone has the thing they gravitate towards. I think in jits, I think in the lower belts, then your first 3 moves are probably what's gonna show you how the match goes. But I think once you get to like the higher belts, because those fools are like
the
thinking,
jump up flip type deals, and you end up in an armbar.
bro. When
Yeah.
you watch like 2 black belts go, it's like their setups are crazy, bro. It's like they're doing a triangle to set up an armbar
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
So it's more of like for them, it's like the last 3 moves or what.
Well, they're like playing off a counter basically. Like, oh, if I put him in the triangle like this, he's got to come out of it
You're
this
right,
way.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna try to get
Tension
him on
points.
that. Exactly.
But
Yeah,
that's crazy how like their IQ is, fucking good
It's
IQ.
quick too.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't know. That's wild to me.
yeah.
Or like the one time where the dudes like both went in for like the ankle hold and they literally go up together and then come and land the same
Oh,
time.
you
I was like, what the f-? This is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
They like I think they did like an homage to that in, like One Piece or something at one point. Like that because it was
That's
just so
funny.
weird to see it happen.
Yeah, dude. So Mike, you got a kid or anything?
No.
Yeah, good job, dude.
Not yet. But I do want to have one maybe in the next, year or two. Just because
I asked because Hispanics, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're 22. You're at that age, bro.
You're getting there. Yo, yeah, you're getting too old.
Sorry,
yeah, I want to have one the next year or two. Just because I don't want to have a kid when I'm say 30,
35.
35, right? By the time he's able, like, hey dad, let's go, let's get down, let's train me, boxing and stuff like that,
You're in your
I don't be
50s.
like, dude, I'm tired, I'm done.
Yeah.
Now I wanna enjoy when I'm still young, be able to take him out, be able to go play with him, be able to do all this stuff. Because once I'm old, I'm getting old,
Yeah.
I want to relax. I want to enjoy my time.
You'll be
Yeah.
a little
But-
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
But for sure, if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna rush it. I still got my plans. I want to go pro. I want to make it to the UFC. I want to do all this stuff. I want to travel with my wife. I want to do a lot of things.
Damn, you're married?
Yeah, I got married.
Wait, you asked him that without knowing he was married?
No.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild, dude.
Oh, dude, Hispanics, bro.
I mean, true, but wild.
They don't need a wife, bro. To have a kid, dog.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that literally have a kid before they get married.
Yeah.
That's what white people do. It's called trailer trash.
No, but yeah, I married my wife like 3 months ago.
Oh,
Married in
fresh, bro.
Yeah, September.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out, wife, bro.
Yeah, I met her my sophomore year in high school. So I've been with her for
Your high school
Oh,
sweetheart.
actually, I didn't know he was with the. He was dating someone because I remember seeing a poster. On one of your fights. I think he like posted her something about her, dude. So I didn't kind of have a feeling he was seeing some, but I did not know he was married.
Yeah. I've been with her for about like we're about to make 8 years this month actually. So I've been with her for a good while. You know, I always tell people like you need to have the right partner because if you don't have the right person in your life, I don't know how you'll be able to like thrive. You know, like you get like I said, everyone's different. You know, you can thrive. You know, somewhat with your homies. You know, I just feel like my wife, she just completes me. You know, even when I'm in my fights, she's always the one. She's not the person that'll like fucking, scream, be like, yeah. But for my fight,
Like,
she does that. It was just kind of cool,
Yeah, it feels good, right?
Wife, like,
Yeah, she's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's funny because like where she sits in front of like my opponent's like my opponent's
damn,
What a
dude.
gangster.
and she's like and then,
Screaming.
She's Mexican as man. She wants to smoke too.
yeah.
Is she Mexican or is she?
Yeah, she's Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
It's
Yeah.
a
it's
it's a different
funny
country, bro. What?
she told me for the last fight, she's like, beat him up. He sucks.
Yeah.
And then like the opponents, like supporters are like, nah.
Like, what?
Like, yeah, you're like, I was like, bro, you're about to get up. You're like, I don't give a fuck these guys,
Yeah,
She's about
what
to
a
throw a
rider.
chair. She's about to throw a chair through someone's window.
Yeah, but she loves it, every time I'm in the camp, she makes sure her schedule's around my schedule,
Yeah.
So she tries to prioritize my life, which I love, because she has the confidence that I will change her life, once I do go pro and make it big.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm already someone already. I just need the whole world to know I'm already, I'm Michael Martinez.
Shout out California sober. We'll get you there, baby.
For sure.
We won't, but we'll try.
We'll try, bro.
Yeah, no
we will.
guarantees.
Yeah, dude. No, that's important to find the right person to be with, dude. I learned from a young age, dude. Is like you want to find someone to help grow, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Don't force it.
Yeah.
no, but
fucking
you'll know
force
when
it,
you
dog.
find that person.
Yeah, you will. I mean, like, not every relationship is perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone will have their ups and downs. That's what I tell people. But you just got to fight through it. Fight through it.
Just like in the ring.
Yeah,
Peaks and
just like
valleys,
in the
baby.
ring.
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's awesome. Like I said, she helps me out in every camp.
Get your lunch every day.
Yeah,
That's right, dog.
Yeah.
That's right,
Yeah.
dude.
She takes me. Say like if I have to say like some because she does train with me. Once in a while jiu-jitsu, and she like, hey, how you feeling? You want me to drive? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want you to drive. It's simple stuff like that makes my day.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And then she just anything like say I need for equipment, like gear and things, she's willing to buy. She's willing like say, like, hey, you want to go eat? I know you had a good training session. You want to go eat? Like,
Yeah.
get
Korean barbecue.
yeah, or something.
Nice,
She's
yeah.
like, she goes out there and pays, which is pretty awesome. And I just hope like everyone finds that person.
Yeah.
'Cause I already found my person.
Yeah.
What I got you for, dog.
That's my first, bro. Well, that's beautiful, bro. We can end it. Let's end it on that, bro. That's a
For
good
sure.
note.
That's the
You
clip.
wanna, Mike? You wanna add your socials? Where can people find you? Where's your next fight? I know you've already said it, but let's say it one more time.
Yeah, so we're looking at maybe sometime in March or Star, I believe 64 or 65. You guys can follow my social, the Honduran Warrior. It's original, it's a one of a kind, the Honduran Warrior.
No one else, no numbers,
Yeah,
no nothing.
one and only. If also you guys do want to support me, I also am selling shirts. They're $50 right now. So you guys are down to support anyone,
Pretty cool
yeah,
style.
for sure as well. But yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Follow my team, Landeros M.M.A, where we're gonna be, one of the best gyms in the world pretty soon. We're gonna fucking have a champion, which is gonna be me.
That's right, dog.
The first Honduran champion.
Yeah, first Honduran
ever?
champion. I'll be making it to the UFC, so watch all my Instagram, videos. Support me, whoever you can.
Like compilations when they come out, all the knockouts.
All my knockouts and also I want to say put God first, because this is how I'm gonna become a world champion. You know, not many people. Still a lot of people, you know, that say they believe in God. You know, I just have so much faith in Him. You know, that I will become a world champion because of Him and because of my coach Thomas Landeros. And with that combo, you know, I'm gonna be unstoppable.
That's right, dog.
Literally, we're gonna run through these opponents and nothing's gonna stop us, just because I'm just trying to, you know, get better. That's the only thing, you know. There's a lot of people that are scared to put their O on the line. You know, I'm not scared to put the O on the line, because I know if I lose, you know, I still have another, you know, I lose, I have another day to, you know, to get another win.
Yeah, get your get backs.
Yeah, get backs. You know, there's nothing stopping me. You know, all these guys, you know, they're good, but I'm just better.
That's right, dog.
That's it.
Yes,
That's it.
sir.
That's real stone cold shit right there.
Yeah, I'm just better, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I respect every opponent. I just don't fear you. That's it. I just don't fear you.
Mic drop. We out.
All right, Mike. Well, I mean, it was a pleasure speaking with you, bro. It was nice meeting you in person.
For sure.
Online for a minute. I've seen you fight, and so it was cool getting to know who you are, man. Hopefully I'll see your next fight. I do want to go to Spar Stars, so maybe when your next fight is coming up, let me know, dude.
For sure, yeah. I'll let you know. I'll hit everyone up. It's gonna be a fucking banger. It's gonna be a banger.
Spar Stars, shoot me some tickets.
For sure.
All right, bro.
All right, Peter. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.